Hello everyone, my name is Cozrator and welcome back to another vlog. AVCon is done for another year. It's over, all wrapped up, and I'm back at home. Oh, I am pretty damn tired. It's been a pretty long weekend, but an absolutely amazing, fun blast of a time this weekend was. Friday, I figured I'd just recap what kind of my weekend and like what I got up to, and kind of talk about my experience with AVCon this year. So I'll start with Friday. As if you caught previous vlogs or anything, you guys probably are aware that I do work at AVCon. I believe this was my 7th year working at AVCon, I'm pretty sure. So I was running around in a staff shirt for a large portion of the weekend, helping organize things and make sure things ran okay and all sorts of things like that. So most of the Friday I spent in my staff shirt and in IViz helping set up in the games hall, getting all the consoles and TVs and everything set up, particularly in the console free play area, which is primarily where I worked all weekend. So not much interesting really happened, or nothing noteworthy to talk about happened. It was just mostly just setting things up, and that takes a really long time. So a huge shout out to all of the other staff and all the other volunteers who came through and really helped us get everything organized and set up for all the attendees and all you guys who are attending the convention to come and have an absolute blast of a time. Ideally, I hope you guys who came had a great time, and it was really good. The whole weekend overall, just give it an overall ranking, was really good. I didn't get to see, there were a lot of things I didn't get to see, but there was a lot going on, and with me working, I didn't manage to get around as much as I would have liked, but that's fine. I knew what I was signing on for when I was agreed to work for the convention, and that's fine. But it's good because it means that there was a lot going on, and there was lots of interesting things for people with different tastes to try and see, and it was really good. The few places I did get to see, we'll move on to my Saturday. So Saturday I was working in free play in the morning, so I worked in there for a bit. Then I took a break, went and got food, and then I had a bit of a walk around the convention. I walked around the merch hall, trying to decide what I wanted to buy this year. So I buy something from the convention every year, at least one thing. I like to take at least one thing home from the convention every year as kind of like a memento of every year that I go to a convention. And they range from little things like plush toys to more bigger purchases, but I'll talk about that later because I made my purchase on Sunday. So I had a look around, kind of trying to decide what sort of things I might like to get. Then I went through the artist alley, and that was really cool. There was a lot of really great artists there, and I actually, now I want to show you guys. It's actually super appropriate. I might actually go grab it for you because I did make a purchase on Saturday. I bought a print, and it was super cool. And oh damn, I can't even remember. I can't remember the name of the stall. I got a business card as well. I think I gave it to Josh. I think Josh has the business card. I might be able to find it. I'll try and find it. Alright, here we go. I'm back. I'm pretty sure I found the business card. I'm pretty sure this is the artist we bought it from. The name is Cozrator Art. They have this little business card, which I'll try and show you. This is their business card. I'm pretty sure, like I'm 80 to 90% sure this is the one we bought it from, because the art styles look similar on the front of the card. But that's all there. I can get the camera to focus on it. Come on. Come on, camera. You can do it. You guys aren't going to get to see that at all. I can't get it to focus on the card. I tried. I was trying to get it to focus on the card so I could show you their social media pages. But their name is Cozrator Art. They have Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, DeviantArt, Twitter, 2 Twitters. I think there's 2 artists. Yeah, I remember, because I remember talking to them because they were at the table. One of them's Mel and one of them's Shanae, and they both have a Twitter. That's cool. Oh, they have a YouTube channel called Cozrator Art. There you go. I'll try and give a link to their YouTube channel in the description. Because, yeah, they were super nice. When I sat down and talked to them, they were super, super nice. I'll chuck a link to their YouTube channel in the description below. It's probably going to be a couple down there because I've got a couple of people I want to talk about. But yeah, so you'll probably be able to find all their social media through them. That'll be great. Anyway, this piece of art that I bought on Saturday, because I am a massive Shameless Markiplier fan. He's a massive inspiration to me. And I saw this and was just like, I need it. They had like a full set of Markiplier, PewDiePie, and Jacksepticeye, but I only bought the Markiplier one. So hopefully they're back at AVCon next year, because if they are and they still have these, I might buy the Jacksepticeye one as well, because he's also a massive inspiration to me. The reason I thought it was funny is because I'm actually wearing my Markiplier shirt today, so it's kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Appropriate? Or like coincidental, I guess, is probably a better term. But anyway, I'm gonna go quickly put this away and then we'll talk about my, the rest of my weekend. Okay, so, not much else really happened on the Saturday, I don't think. Oh, I went to the Indie Games Room. I went to the Indie Games Room on both days, but I went on Saturday, and because my brother, who is with 3 other people, I think last time I talked about it, I thought it was only 2, but there's 3 of them, started a game company together called Melonhead Games, and I'm probably going to chuck a link to their stuff down below as well, because I sat down in the Indie Games Room and checked out the game that my brother's been working on with his friends for the last 5 months. I vaguely remember them saying that they started it in February in a game jam, and they've been working on it ever since. But for 5 months of work, it's insanely good. Like, I could not believe, having studied game development myself, how much progress they've made in 5 months is absolutely insane. And it was super fun. The Melonhead team are all super, super nice. Over the weekend, at various times, every single member of the team was at the stall, and I think I managed to talk to everyone. And the entire team is just super, super nice. And obviously, I'm a bit biased because my brother's on the team, but all biases aside, the game is really, really super fun. And it's... Have I mentioned what the game's called? It's called Rooftop Renegade. And it's about... oh man, I can't remember the name of the main character off the top of my head. But you play as this girl who's stolen these things that are like, oh damn, I can't even remember the name of the shoes. There are these particular like shoes which are like time traveling shoes, and the entire thing is like a side scroller, and it's like an Infinite Runner sort of style game. Except there are like, there's 2 modes. There's like the multiplayer mode and the single player mode. So the multiplayer mode, we'll talk about the single player mode first. So in the single player mode, you play as this girl, and you're like running through different levels. The one they apparently plan more levels in the future. The one they had on display at AVCon was the Cyber City. I hope I've named that correctly. And you like are grinding along pipes and jumping around, and the movement is super fluid and it's a lot of fun. And there's this AI sniper who is like shooting at things and breaking them as you're running, and I believe his name was Jean, and oh my god, he is the biggest absolute jerk ever. He is ruthless. I played on hard, so in hard he's absolutely ruthless, and he just wrecks your day all the time. Like, yeah, I'm gonna grind on this pipe, and just as you get there, he's like, oh, lol, nope, you're not gonna be doing that. Not under my watch. And you've got to outrun this van, so every time he like messes you up, the van gets closer, and it's super intense. And they had like a scoreboard for times, and some people got like really super into it. We were like joking about speed running it. and there was like a run that was really close to 130, and we're all joking like sub 130, we can make sub 130 happen, but I don't think it ended up happening all over the entire weekend, unfortunately. But it's really cool. Like, a bunch of people loved it from what I could see, and it got pretty competitive on the leaderboard. There was like a couple of people who kept like knocking each other up and down of the first and second spot, and they kept coming back and trying to compete with each other, and that was really funny to see. And yeah, the reception of it is really good, and I'm really like proud and happy for my brother that it went so well, and they're looking at doing more with it. I just realized I forgot to talk about the multiplayer. The multiplayer is essentially the same thing. One person will be playing as the runner, and then the other players, of which you can have up to 3 more. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's 3. Can play the role of the gunners. So essentially the snipers that, or the what Jean is, but players instead. And you can like shoot out the pipes and everything, and it all glows orange of what you can break. And it's like you can break valves, you can shoot these little like electric gates, but those are going to change based on what level it is. And they plan a bunch of them. So it all sounds really super exciting, and I can't wait to see the full release of the game and get my hands on it, because I would love to do like some videos or some streams on it on the channel, and like I think that would be absolutely fantastic. What else did I do on the Saturday? I think that pretty much wraps up my Saturday. I probably sound really boring because I didn't do all that much, but I spent most of it in console free play working. Even that was fun. Like the volunteers and the other staff that were there were all amazing, and we just had a pretty good time, and even the attendees were great as well. A bunch of the attendees were really nice, and I managed to like chat to a few people while we were doing various things, and yeah, it was just a good experience all around. Sunday wasn't all that different. I spent the same amount of time working in free play, and I managed to have a bit more of a walk around. But Sunday actually I did cosplay. I borrowed cosplay off a friend. I talked about this on the stream, and I think in the last vlog I talked about it as well. But I joined in on a Marvel cosplay group with my good friend Necromander, and I'll put a link to his channel down below as well, because I was really grateful that he lent me his Star-Lord costume to join in the Marvel group, and we hung out on the Sunday between me working in free play. And it was really fun walking around and like, you know, getting photos with people and getting all like, it was just a super fun experience, because I haven't cosplayed in a really long time, but it's kind of reinvigorated my love for cosplay, and I would love to do more of it. So I'm gonna have to get him to probably help me out there, and we'll see if we can do some cosplay stuff, because I would love to do more of it. I had such a blast on Sunday. I'm going to try and put a picture up, actually. We took a bunch of pictures, so I'll try to check a picture up just while I'm talking here of me in the Star-Lord costume with my good friend Necromander in his Doctor Strange costume. And yeah, it was super fun. I had an absolute blast of a time doing that, and I really want to do more. I'm excited to do more. But we also had another walk around the merch hall. The merch hall was really cool this year, because we had like this giant Attack on Titan head, like the primary Titan from Attack on Titan, like a giant head of it in the merch hall. Again, I'll try and put a picture up, because I took a couple of pictures. That was just super cool. It really added like a whole bunch of life to the merch hall, and like Madman was there with their stall right next to it. They had like a screen with like a bunch of like trailers for new things. That was really cool. Nintendo were back again this year, and they had like a stall showing off some of their current titles that are out. That was really fun as well. But on the Sunday, when we were walking around cosplaying, that was when I made my purchase for the weekend, and I'm looking over at it right now. Now I'm pretty happy with it. As some of you have been following the channel over the last like recent months, and will have noticed I've recently gotten into LARPing, and I may have bought a LARP weapon as my purchase for this year. So this is the Calamassal Dwarven Hybrid in like a meter. It actually like perfectly fills the camera, which is pretty neat. But yeah, this was my purchase for AVCon 2018, and I'm pretty damn pleased with it. I went a bit over my planned budget for the weekend, but I have a really cool LARP sword now, so that's pretty exciting. I was gonna like kind of cheap out a little bit and get like a cheaper one, but then I thought like even the cheaper ones are still like reasonably expensive. So I just kind of figured if I'm gonna spend like a decent amount of money on a LARP weapon, I may as well just spend a little bit more and get something really cool. So yeah, I got this. But my plan is to eventually get 2 of them, because I want to dual wield. But for the time being, 1 will do. They also had one that was like this, but it was single-edged. This is the double-edged Dwarven Hybrid. They have a single-edged one as well, and the design on that one was really cool, but this one just kind of stood out to me more. I don't know, I kind of like this whole narrowing thing that it does, and yeah, I'm just super excited because I finally have one of these. I've always borrowed weapons from people. I also nearly bought, they had like a pipe wrench and a spanner, because my current character is an engineer. I thought those would be pretty cool as well, but I wanted a sword because I thought sparring would be cool. So now I can spar with people once my shoulder is better, which will hopefully be within the next few months. Because it's getting to the point where I'm not waking up in pain anymore, which is nice. That's always good. And hopefully within the next few months, it'll be completely healed and I won't have any problems with it whatsoever. But yeah, this is my new Dwarven Hybrid, which I'm super excited to have. And it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good to hold, and I'm looking forward to learning to fight with it. And yeah, so that is a thing. That was my purchase for this year. What else did I get up to on the Sunday? I also saw a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a really long time, just over the weekend in general. I managed to catch up with Pixel briefly, who I did a course with him a little while ago, and found out he has a YouTube channel and a Twitch as well, so it was cool to be able to actually catch up with him. I'll chuck a link to his stuff in the description below as well. Just fuck it. I'll just chuck all the links in the description. We'll just have like a bunch of them. Feel free to check out any and all of them. A bunch of people who work at AVCon that I managed to catch up with, who I also haven't seen in a really long time. I got to catch up with a couple of people from uni who I haven't seen in like a year, since I think last AVCon. So it was really good, and I don't see myself not attending AVCon in any time soon. I'm going to be going every year, so you guys will keep seeing me there. I'll keep being around, and yeah, I think that pretty much sums up my weekend. We had like I'm pretty exhausted. It was a long weekend. And then after all of that, we had pack up. So that was the evening of the Sunday, and then we had like a staff after party sort of thing, which was also really fun. So I guess I can kind of start wrapping up this video. So huge thank you to all the people who I hung out with over the weekend, both on and off shift. And also a massive shout out to all the volunteers and the teams coordinating them, because seriously, AVCon wouldn't happen without all the volunteers. Like everyone who puts their time into AVCon and decides to give up part of their weekend to help make sure that it runs for everybody else. And that's really cool. And so I just want to personally say thank you to everybody who did that, and particularly to the amazing volunteers that helped me out. I can't talk for everyone because unfortunately I couldn't get to see everyone because just with how big the convention is and how many of you there were, I didn't get to personally see all of you, but I'm sure you guys all did fantastically, and I know the volunteers that were helping out in the area that I was helping run, you guys are all fantastic as well. So huge thank you to all of you and the volunteer family. It was a really great experience. I'm pretty much done now. I think that's everything. So I'll wrap it up there with the final thank you, and thank you all you attendees as well who came and hung out in the convention and had a good time. I hope you guys had an absolute blast all weekend. I know I did. And yeah, I look forward and I hope to see you in AVCon next year. So let's go into the outro. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me. Remember, you can check out my channel for more videos that I have done, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!